Hello, everyone. My name is Alexander Hermenkov. Today is 8th of June, 2023, and I'm continuing my series Daily Reality with Alex. During this period of 2023, I'm expressing different things that are important for me and that are important for me in the way I'm ruling my own personal reality. I have established myself as a ruling reality coach. And for me, it is very important to understand so many things regarding reality in order to make practical our daily living. And this is why the today topic, which is reality, normality, is very important. Once we ask ourselves the question, okay, Alex, what is normal? It is such a subjective answer. And more of us think that what everyone is doing is the normal. What about the new normal then? What is the new normal today? All of the human beings that we are daily doing that was not normal maybe 50 or 100 years ago. And most importantly, it is very interesting for all of us to understand the difference between reality, delusion, and illusion, and why we are on a daily basis to validate what is normal for us. And we are to constantly update ourselves with our normal. So this is very important because we are beings that are created from several parts, and for our brain, in order to exist, it needs the five senses stimuli that is coming from the physical matter reality. In a sense, we as human beings are unseparated from our reality. And then we are to understand how to deal both with what is happening inside of us and what is the outside reality giving for all of us, in order to learn how to daily balance this outward reality and our inner being and state, and how are we to rule each other's coherence, equilibrium, and correspondence. Because basically, normality is the equation between what is happening inside of us, what is our state of being, and then this is what is given for all of us in the outside reality as a validation. So, in a sense, the law of correspondence, and especially in the area of the inner being and its outer reality, is creating its own normality. For example, what is important for me, what is happening in my personal daily experience and reality, is what is normal for me, because my inner being in the moment is in a state where it is in such type of a daily reality. What is not normal for me, if I go into a delusional state of mind where I'm going to constantly ignore my outer reality instead of reading it, and reading it in such a way that I understand what is actually happening inside of me. What I realized maybe half or 1 year ago is that all the people that are involved into personal development does not understand that by looking inside of us, by trying to explore who we are, we will never come to a conclusion and understanding. Basically, the outer reality is given to us in order, by looking at it and by the law of correspondence to understand what is happening inside of us. I'm not saying inside of our brain. I'm not saying inside of my feelings, because the brain and the feelings is the first part, the first wave, and the first layer of connection with the outside reality that is surrounding each one of us specifically. That's why we are to daily monitor our specific daily reality and daily experience in everything that is happening during the day. Not because in order to be in gratitude, or not because just to monitor it, but with the right intention, which is, well, today, by opening myself, I'm going to explore and to understand more about who I am and why I'm generating exactly this type of reality, and what is this giving me as a correspondence conclusion about who I am in the moment. It is very interesting when we start going with this reality, normality, and understanding ourselves. Then we make another big mistake, because we cannot understand that reality is multi-dimensional. It is created from a lot of realms, and basically the 5 data senses. Outer reality is the correspondence in the realm of the appearances, in the realm of form, and it is giving us essential information, not about our mind, not about our feelings because we understand them, but because what is non-physical, non-form, and not from the realm of appearance, which is called our essence. There is another realm that is 100% not visible and not perceivable by the 5 senses, and where the mind is not possible directly to look at and to understand. In this realm of essence, nothing is in necessity to be explained. Everything is 100% clear, but in order to understand it, paradoxically, we are not to look at the invisible, but by looking in the realm of our daily reality through the wall of correspondence, we are understanding about what is normal in the realm of the invisible essence. Why it is important to understand very well these 2 realms, because a lot of people are trying to work with the laws of the essence and try to implement them in the realm of the forms, and this is not possible. Then we are trying from the forms realm of our daily 5 senses experience to start creating with the mind and with our feelings another layer of attachment, where we say, well, I'm not anymore interested in the physical matter reality, but I'm very well attached to its feelings that it is creating inside of me. I'm very well attached and willing to 100% all the time have the experiences. I want to go through the realm of reality into the realm of stimulation of my physical matter brain, physical matter experience, in order to create a specific feelings and specific experiences that I think only that are not part of the physical matter reality. Yes, they are not quite visible. They are more part of the decoding of the physical matter reality, but still they are part of the consequences of the physical matter reality. When we go now back into the realm of essence, feelings doesn't matter. In the realm of essence, your mind doesn't matter, because in the realm of essence, everything is 100% clear. There is no necessity for positioning either there, because everything is absolute. There is not such thing as categories, as half-truths, as half-meanings. Everything is 100% clear, accurate, and the interesting and paradoxical thing is that all of us, deep inside of us, know when we are entering this realm, and 100% know the exact experience of it, and then we are starting to entering the shadow part of us, where our mind cannot protect us anymore, where our feelings are not possible to delusion us anymore, that there are no problems with us. If there are problems in our expressions in the physical matter reality, it doesn't matter how much deduction we make, how much justifications we made, we have a problem with the source in the realm of the essence, not in the realm of the forms and the experience, but we are to start willing to openly enter in a realm where we are 100% naked, where we are 100% sincere, and where we exactly know what is without the necessity of the intellect to make work for us. And what is very interesting for me is how to use this in our daily reality, and how, when we look at what is happening in our daily reality, not to try to fix the symptoms, the effects, because it's already too late. It's already happening there. The only thing we can go is to enter this realm 100% nakedness in the essence, where everything is clear, and I don't need anyone else to tell me. I don't need additional help in this realm. In this realm, only thing that works is purity and sincerely honesty of ourselves. But then it's very important also to know how, with our mind, not to go and to try just to stay at the portal of this realm and to try to justify why we are not going to enter in. But instead, once we enter there, then the self-esteem is important. Then the constructive reality understanding is very important, because only once we understand why we are created the way we are, why the construct is made the way it is, why there is a physical matter reality, and why there is something that is unexplainable in the realm of essence, only then it is possible for us to start working and enter into coherence with these two realms. Of course, once we understand both of these realms, it is also very important to know how and what to personalize, and also how and what to attach to, and where is the fire principle of change. Because when you enter the chamber of the essence, we are all entering the fiery experience, where everything that is not lasting is burning. All our attitudes, in which there is even 1% selfishness, is going to burn. In this realm of essence, yes, there is a danger for everything we are trying to protect, for everything we are trying to protect and to capture and to not allow to go away, and everything we are afraid of surrender. So through reality normality, we have two options: or to go in the realm of the delusion, where our mind is constantly going to give us very good and wonderful feedbacks of why we are not to enter the burning furnace of the realm of essence. Or we can surrender and start working with everything we are afraid of, with everything we fear to lose, and we are to come into a totally different state. And it is very interesting because in the Zen and the East religion, they come, but they come just to the door. With meditation, we are staying in a state where we are still not willing to enter in the realm of essence, where everything is very strongly working with the absolutes, and where it is 100% possible for our ego to enter into dissolving state. And that's why there it's very important to know our connection to the source, but not artificially, not superficially, but at a core level. I personally am a Christian. I'm believing in the existence of God and the necessity and existence of a savior, though there are so many different levels of expressions where we can debate with all of you about the truth and the necessity of everything I have implemented already in my own personal experience. But what is important when we are working with the realm of expression, whatever we decide to attach to and say, well, this is my faith, Alex. Okay, now go with your faith into the furnace and let's see what is happening down there with everything that we think our faith is. Because if we say, well, faith is a substance, it is part of the physical matter reality, but it is not a substance of things hoped for in the physical matter reality. It is the substance of the correspondence of the connection to the specific essence that is the cause for this substance, which anyone that is putting his faith into is connected. So from this point of view, for me, it's very important to recognize the 100% validational processes of the reality normality. If I want to validate everything that is happening with my daily reality, I need to have not 20 minutes, I need to have hours to be able to spend in another realm where maybe I don't feel comfortable, maybe I don't understand, but I am to be open to be there, to spend time there in order to know what is actually happening in the realm of reality. And this is why it's very hard to understand the human being. This is why it is very hard to create lasting change, because lasting change is not connected to what is happening in the physical matter reality. It doesn't matter how many mindset experiences we are trying to put energy upon in order to show that we can shift make shape shiftings, process shiftings, form shiftings, or whatever we want to present that it is possible through energy in the physical matter reality. The more important thing is to create the ways, to create the highways between both of the realities when we are having our daily expression in the physical matter reality. And be aware, it is much more different than just conscious subconscious interaction. So we are now going even deeper, and it is very important because it's very easy to go into a spiritual delusion while we are spending our time into the physical matter reality experience. And of course, the ones that are afraid from the furnace of the essence are coming into a situation where they're saying, well, Alex, everything in the physical matter reality is actually simulation. I can share with you that it is not only not a simulation, but it is on a purpose built to be a stimulation for your physical matter reality body through the correspondence principle with our brains, not only to understand reality as simulation, but to understand reality as a pointer to the realm of essence, from where all energy is expressed in the realm of forms. And then when we look in the physical matter reality, we are not anymore going to have the question of solipsism. Is only what is visible for me is existing? Because the existence is only the play button of reality when all of us are into the game. And existence started so far ago before me and you were here in this physical matter reality experience. And it will continue even after us. But in reality, doesn't exist only life, doesn't exist only existence. Also, there is a source of this life. There is a source of all this existence, and it is not visible, and it is not going to be found out into the realm of forms. That's why the more time we are spending into the direction of where no one is willing to go, because we are to bow down and to declare before ourselves that life is a gift, that existence is a gift, and it depends upon the source we are afraid to come towards. And I'm daily using these principles when I'm experiencing my physical matter reality. Only in this way, I'm making the validations of my personal normality regarding everything that is happening without my brain. It doesn't mean that everything in the physical matter reality, I'm 100% walking in a defeat and I'm not able to manifest. But the question is, why are we willing to be attached, and why are we wanting and desiring specific things? What are they leading us towards in the realm of essence? And the more we understand the absolute, the more we understand the monad, the more we put ourselves and our energy towards what everyone is afraid from, the more we'll be comfortable to exist and to interact and to be alive in the physical matter reality. Because we are starting to grasp it, we are starting to understanding, and then we understand that ruling reality is existential for all of us, and it is not about the five senses, physical matter, stimulation, Our mind is trying to convince us that this is the simulation we are experiencing, and this is the prison of our soul, where is, according to Plato's allegory, the shadow. The realm of the shadows, is it actually the so-called Maya of the physical matter reality, where we are experiencing simulations and stimulations, but the things are not real, not in the sense that we cannot touch, feel, smell, and exist, but in the sense that they have their own source. Everything in the physical matter reality has source in the realm of the essence. Are we able to distinguish? Are we able to bring duality in order to make the distinguish in the realm of essence, where everything is so dense and solid that the human brain cannot understand? Why, Alex, we are having this duality? It is only damaging our beautiful and wonderful soul-searching and spiritual experiences. Duality in the physical matter reality is only making us to bargain. Why don't we ask ourselves, why are we fighting based on the physical matter reality experiences? Why we are behaving towards each other in non-synchronicity and in non-connectedness? The answer is not here. Even if we make heaven in the physical matter reality, it is going to be always a delusion, always an utopia, because everything doesn't happen only from within, but everything happens through the understanding of the realm of essence. And for me, this principle is very strongly, in-depthly imprinted into my being, and that's why now I'm starting to grasp and to understand the meaning and purpose. And let me tell you something for all of you that are constantly thinking about meaning and purpose. Just substitute the meaning and purpose with the word tool. The human being is created for reason to be without meaning and purpose, in order, each one of us, based on everything that we decide, to become the meaning and purpose we are created and aligned to be. Anyhow, everything in the physical matter reality is an instrument to the source in the realm of the essence. It doesn't matter how much we are thinking that we are independent, that we are in freedom, that we are in liberty. Since we are 100% connected, we cannot even make a breath without being dependent. We cannot exist even 1 second, because we are 100% and constantly dependent upon the environment, upon the body, upon the way we are functioning, and even more deeply, we are so much connected to the source that there is no such possibility as freedom in the sense, and independence in the sense that we are trying to obtain it. And of course, there are so many movements made in the physical matter reality that are constantly willing to distract us from what really matters. It is so paradoxical that the real matter is in the essence of what have no matter. And the realm of matter, of physical matter, feel, touch, and smell existence, is actually meaningless and does not matter. And that's why when we are making our hard decisions about what to lose or what to take, to what to be attached, from what to be detached, we are always first to go into the essence, into the burning fire, And then we will start to distinguish what is temporary from what is lasting. And for me, all this is an important information. For me, this is very important to grasp and understand in order to know how to position ourselves into the physical matter reality. Because if we say, well, Alex, I understand you now, only the spiritual matters. I haven't said spiritual. Spiritual is not part of the realm of essence. Even the etherical, spiritual world is part of the physical matter reality. Well, but Alex, maybe this is not so because I cannot feel it, I cannot touch it. It is still part of the realm of existence. Still, all the beings, all the consciousness, everything that we are trying to think that it is part of the non-physical and non-matter part of reality is still not part of the realm of essence. Even there, everything is connected. Its destiny, its existence, its beginning, and its end is a part of this realm. And that's why no one is willing to speak about this, because the realm of the physical matter reality has totally different agenda. Even if one being is awake, it doesn't mean that it is awake to a spiritual experience. Everything in reality is going to allow it for us. The hardest way, the hardest path is the path towards the source, where everything that is temporary is 100% going to burn, where only our real essence is able to start penetrating little by little based on how much we are allowing ourselves to enter. This is the definition of change. How much expression in the physical matter reality we are allowing to reveal. And the definition of change in the realm of essence is how much are we allowing ourselves to dissolve and to surrender, but not only from the physical matter reality, but even from our uniqueness, but in a very different sense, because the idea of reality is not to brainwash us, it's not to depersonalize us, it's not to deconstruct everything. The idea of the human being is to be an interdimensional border zone creature that 100% understands its positioning, its value between the different realms of existence. And yes, we will always be images of the creator, but we will never be a source of creation. Because in the realm of existence, everything is image. Nothing is source. In the realm of source, before the creation happened, and even after the creation happened, there is still a door between these two experiences, and it is much more stronger than just this type of material way of thinking about interdimensional, multiverse, and whatever, or extraterrestrial. All of this type of thinking is part of the physical matter reality. It doesn't matter how much we are trying to escape, we are still in this matrix, or the so-called womb, because reality is a womb, but it is a womb with different parts, and there are different possibilities to enter from womb, which is responsible for the realm of forms, into the womb that is responsible for the realm of causality. And everything is interconnectedness. If we think that spirituality is the answer, it is not. If we think that just to be something, and even if we are internal in the physical matter reality, it is still not the answer. The answer will always be the way to the source. And of course, then all of us can try to validate our own personal reality normalities. But for myself, I have found only one possible explanation of why there is only one door, only one way, and only one possibility for entering the realm of source, and why there is no possibility for any other way that creation, existence, appearance, and essence, source, creator, to communicate and to come into an alignment with. And that's why it is very interesting when I listen to a lot of different ideas and how we are with our brains explaining everything in the physical matter reality only, or explaining everything in the spiritual, allegorical, and meaning type or archetypal type of understanding and experience. And we are thinking that this type of awareness that we are gathering is the true awareness, is the true gnosis, is the real deal. But is it? We are constantly to validate ourselves and to ask about our reality normality. And I'm going to finish with this. A lot of people that does not understand knowledge, does not understand faith, does not understand connection, does not understand the construct of reality, are strongly into faith. And they never doubt, they never ask themselves questions, and they never explore. I am a human being that am so willing to understand and to go deeply into the exploration, and I'm so open about the faith principle that I am free to constantly ask the most taboo questions that will and have ever been into the existence. And only then, through the fear and understanding that the most powerful value is when the human being subdue itself under the fear of the existence of a creator and start researching and exploring towards him. And this is how I'm working daily into my reality regarding making my validations. So I'm using the absolutes, which of course no one can 100% translate in the physical matter reality, and that's why it's not possible for any human being to convince, for whatever it is in the physical matter reality, another human being. I can be an example, I can be an invitation only towards being open of how I am expressing myself on a daily basis. Do I enter into delusions? Maybe 90% of the time. But am I seeking the reality normality? Be sure, constantly. And once we understand that life is made in such a way that it is constantly making this type of validation, then we understand that the oneness is not the answer. Because when we are seeking about oneness, when we are speaking about different spiritual expressions and labels and so on, if we are still only into the realm of the physical matter reality, it is still a delusion, because it's never going to be possible in the realm of the physical matter reality there to be such thing as oneness. The only thing that is going to be possible there is the realm and the existence and the experience of the wholeness of everything in its final order and destination. And this is the way I'm working with very difficult questions. Also, this is the way I'm working with very practical questions. This is the way I'm not reacting to the physical matter reality, because for me, it is a very, very, very low bow. It is some type of a thing that I will never, and I'm constantly learning myself not to use the physical matter reality for stimulation purposes. I need the physical materiality for exploration purposes and understanding the realm of essence. So this is everything I wanted to share. It is based on a very deep type of reflections. Of course, as I have already stated, I am not using any type of stimulations, and I will never do it, because I realized why this type of paths and this type of approaches are leading the humanity only into attachment to stimulation, and this is 100% delusional reality of the mind. Does it mean that there is not something which is showing towards the real thing based on the simulacrum that a lot of us are trying to enter, that is long-term, not giving us lasting effect? Yes, there is, and it is constantly working with the reality normality and with the validation between the realm of appearance and the realm of essence. So thank you for watching today. Enjoy your reality. And once you open the eyes the next morning, know that there is so much more going on than just the physical matter reality. Enjoy your ruling reality. Bye-bye.